Hello again, Nitro, and welcome to another video, and this one is going to be some video game related, but I'm kind of mixing it up for a bit. When I did my video about my best pickup, which was my Broke.Hope DS when I, found it on the floor, back in 2007, I wanted to start making a lot of, story videos and stuff, because I've actually got a lot of interesting stuff that I want to talk about that's happening in my life. And I don't mean just in gaming and stuff, but I mean in stuff general. But this is actually going to be a story about my Nintendo DS and how it broke. And before anyone says, you dropped it, didn't you? No, I didn't. Before I start, I just want to say that this will be a bit of a late video. I was going to upload it and, well, not upload it, but record it earlier on today, but family got in the way, and unfortunately this will be a bit of a late upload. It's around after 9 o'clock in the evening, but I will still be uploading it today, Saturday. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and also I think I'm really happy that I've actually got over 200 videos on this channel, which is crazy. That I've made so much content on this channel. It's insane, but it's a good thing, and at least people love it, as well as you, including the audience, love my stuff. So anyway, this video is actually going to be about a story with my Nintendo DS. Now, I actually got this DS. This is the DS Lite, as you can see. I actually got this back in 2008, around that time, early 2008, and I got it around the time when it was my birthday. I got it for my 13th birthday, and I loved it when I got this. And there was a lot of great games for this that made it worthwhile. And when I got it, I had one of them, which is Mario Kart DS. And I played so much of that, I loved the game. Absolutely amazing. And it was also good because obviously I could play my Game Boy Advance games on it, because you have the slot 2 on there. And it was just really, really good. And I loved playing so many hours and so much time on the DS. And basically the story begins when we went to a party. Now, back then, even though this is 9 years ago, I wasn't really a huge fan of parties. I sometimes am, but I think overall, parties to me just don't really interest me, unless it's something that actually interests me. And I think also you kind of feel you kind of feel very different when you're around people that you don't know, where everyone else knows each other and you don't know anyone, you know what I mean? I think that's what sometimes makes it worse. And I think that's why sometimes I don't really like parties, because half the time, I don't really enjoy them, even though sometimes I do. But most of the time, you can be around people that you don't really know. So that's why sometimes I used to bring my DS or my Game Boy Advance or whatever, just to keep me company. So one time I went to a party, and it was a few people that were actually family of my mother's partner at the time, who then became my stepfather years later. And at the time, this child came up to me, who we called Joe, and he was friendly and stuff. And he wanted to play my DS Lite, and I said to him, "No, I don't want you to play on it." Because around that time, I didn't really trust young children with my devices, because I thought they'd probably, break them and stuff. You know what I mean? And he said, no, I don't want you playing on this. And my mother was saying to me, "Dominic, let him play it. Just let him play it for a bit." And I thought, "No, you're not playing it." And I thought, okay, there you go. You can play it for a bit. So I played for a few hours, and I sat around doing pretty much nothing. Back then, I was really, really antisocial. I really, really was antisocial. And so I just used to sit in the back room and, basically be in my own time, really. Spend, basically, be by myself. That's the style I was. And a few hours went by, and I was trying to find Joe. Joe says, "I want my DS back." So he gave me it back. And we ended up waiting for a taxi home. So this is around 11, 12 o'clock. Bit late for a 13-year-old, but that's just the way parties go. They're going for so long. But I think it's a lot better when you're a lot older, because if you go to a party, you can stay as long as you want. You can stay for half an hour, whatever you want. But when you're a child, you can't really do that. You know what I mean? So anyway, we went for the taxi, and I was trying to play on my DS, and the game wouldn't work. And that really, really shocked me. I thought, the game wouldn't work. I was putting it in, wouldn't work. I said to Mum, Mum, my DS isn't working. And she wasn't really focusing on me. And I said, Mum, my DS isn't working, and I couldn't get the game to work. So I thought, okay, probably, might just need a bit of a clean. So, following morning, so this is around like 8:30, come downstairs, play my DS, the game still doesn't work. And I said to my mum, Mum, my game's not working. It's not working at all. So they tried to find the problem. So the game itself was fine. It really, really was. System looked fine. It turned out that a pin had bent on the system. And that's what really, really annoyed me. And obviously it was Joe playing on it. And I think basically what happened was that he must have put the game in the wrong way. And it bent. So I couldn't play any DS games on this. I really, really couldn't. And that scared me. And I remember I saying to Mum, we've got to... I said, I want you to have a word with Joe's parents. I want you to tell them to buy me a new DS. And she said, oh no, it might have been someone else. I said, Mum, Joe was the last person to ever use this. And I said to her, I want you to contact his parents, tell them that unfortunately my DS, my son's DS was broke, because of the pin bending. And she said, it might not have been him. So they never bought me another one. And it just annoyed me, it really, really did. So I couldn't really play any of my DS games. I had a few at the time. So all I could do basically was use it as a Game Boy Advance. That's all I could use it for. And I quite missed playing the DS games. And around that time, I was actually looking into getting it repaired. Seeing how much it was. Because at the time, the DS Lite was the resale one. This is before the DSi. And it would have cost about £50, sorry. It would have cost about £50 to get this repaired. And I thought, no, it's not really worth £50, just to get it repaired, just to fix the pins, which is a lot of money at the time. So I looked at cheap alternatives. And at the time, there were a lot of stores, like, Game Station and Game, were getting rid of the original DS, the one before this. And basically what happened was I thought, okay, well, I want to get a DS, and they're getting rid of them. They were around like £38 at the time for the original DS. I thought, that's not bad, you know what I mean? It's not bad. Oh, sorry, no, my mistake. So I got it around, like, I think that I got it for around £50, and then remember the year later they were putting them at 38 quid. And my mum was saying, no, return it, you get your money back. I thought, no, I'm not doing that. So I kept it. 50 quid wasn't bad, you know what I mean? And I played a lot of great games on it, because again, I couldn't play anything on this. And I quite like this unit. I think it's a really, really nice one. But that's what ended up happening. I played a lot of stuff on the original DS. And all I used basically with this was to play Game Boy Advance games. Or if someone wanted to play multiplayer, so well, you can play this, because all the functions for this still work. It's just that the DS cartridge, the game cartridge, the game card slot doesn't work on this, which is a bit of a shame. So it is. So years, later went by, and I got a DSi, a 3DS XL, a new 3DS, and all that sort of stuff. So a lot of people might say, well, what do you do with this, now? Does it still work? The game card, I never actually got it fixed, this, because again, there's no real point in getting repaired. I still use it to play Game Boy Advance games, because it still works really, really well. Is there any real point of actually getting it fixed now? Not really, because these are really, really cheap now. You can get these for like £30, you know what I mean, at a lot of places, which isn't bad for a DS Lite. Would I ever get another one? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that's my Nintendo DS story. A lot of people might be thinking, do I still kind of feel hatred for the person? I still am a little bit annoyed after 9 years, even though we are kind of relative, related, because we're kind of cousins now. I still talk to him, still, that's the thing. But I still remember that time when that my DS broke and stuff, and that I think that's just the way it goes and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my Nintendo DS story. I know it's a bit different, a little bit unusual, but I quite enjoy doing these stories. And if you'd love to hear more stories, I'd love to hear what you think about this. I hope you enjoyed this video, and look forward to my next one this Tuesday coming. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. As well as hope you all having a good weekend, and hope your week's going well. So I just want to say see you later. Bye.